Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Sports. And how is this? For a good news story on a Thursday evening, Senatla has officially signed a new contract at the DHL Stormers and will make his return to rugby since basically played last 2023, and at one stage it being deemed almost virtually impossible for him to make a comeback after suffering serious nerve damage in his arm in a car accident. It has been confirmed that the wing has managed to overcome all the different issues that came from that car accident. He has signed a new contract, and hopefully we will see him back in a Stormers jersey very, very soon. Before we go through some of the press release and exactly what the situation is, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, so a release that came out earlier says the following. And it says that speedster Senatla has completed a remarkable comeback by signing a new contract with the DHL Stormers. And it talks about the fact that he suffered serious nerve damage to his arm, and that through the support of my players, the DHS Stormers player welfare department, his coaches, teammates, and family, he is now ready to make a return to competitive rugby. John Dobson said the following, saying, Sebelo is a remarkable character, and he has shown that yet again in making his return to professional rugby when so many people would have given in. The challenges he has faced have gone far beyond just the physical impact that the accident had on his body, and we can't wait to see him out there doing his thing. He says player welfare is an important part of our program given the brutal nature of the sport where we play, and something that we have worked very hard on with Duncan Cruikshank heading up with the department for us. I don't think there could have been more challenging case than this one, so to get this outcome is an outstanding effort. Speaking about the return himself, Senatla said, I'm so grateful for all of the support I have had to reach this point. This experience has been life-changing in many ways, and I'm so motivated to repay the faith that has been shown in me and my abilities. He says, as Stormers players, we are encouraged to express ourselves on the field, and I can't wait to do just that with a new appreciation of just how special this game and this team is. How phenomenal is that? And, a story we really needed. I mean, at the moment, we kind of wait to hear exactly what's going to happen with Steven Kitsoff, for example, whose career is in limbo, basically after that sort of fusion to his neck. The assumption is that he won't play again, but he has very specifically said he'll provide updates himself. But, yeah, I mean, we at the moment, I mean, Snapchat's been in limbo for well over a year. And, there were so many different things that he had to sort of overcome, and the general feeling was that he probably was never going to play again. To be brutally honest, and we had to wait to sort of see. But the main thing I think is that first of all, they never gave up on it, and he never gave up on himself, and it's an incredible story of perseverance and but also just a support system that didn't give up on him. So many instances in the past, for example, players got injured and institutions have not been there and not been willing to work with a player for well over a year to try and get him back. And, for them to be able to go through that, to get the support, to get the backing, and then for them to be willing to sign a new contract, by the way, and we don't know what the details are, but I mean, he hasn't played rugby, competitive rugby, in since last year, and I think it was the beginning of last year, if I'm not mistaken. So it's amazing, and we wait to see exactly what's going to happen. And on the field, there's rumors that he could be involved against Toulon in Nelson Mandela Bay this weekend, and just so you know, and the last time he played was February 2023. So we're basically talking about close on 22 months. 21 months really, and for a union to give a player 2 years to try and make a comeback, and then have the confidence in his ability and his return to give him a new contract, and it might just be a season contract, it might expire in June, July next year. But massive credit to John Dobson, who stuck by him, and to the Stormers, who are willing to invest, they're willing to patient, they're willing to give him that second opportunity, because when he's playing his best rugby, I mean, we're talking about one of the best blitz box we've ever had, for example, and one of the fastest players out there, and he's just a really, really cool human being as well. Somebody who I think would have loved to have played Springbok rugby. Whether he ever would have gotten there before his injury, I don't know. Probably not necessarily, but that was his dream, and that was what he wanted to do. And the fact is that he will still have an opportunity to keep living his dream. because he's been able to get through this. And he's not even that old, he's 31 years old. So he would have got that car accident would have happened when he was about 29. And it would have been a huge mental thing with regards to, is it worth, keeping going? A year later, you haven't played a game and you still don't look like you're going to play anytime soon. And you're still thinking, well, is it going to be worth it? But he has obviously decided it's going to be worth it. And touch wood, really, really hope he goes well in his first game. Let me know what you think, and whether you think he could ever get to the sort of Springbok level. Down in the comments below. Please do smash the like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.